So, I guess I want to talk to the single mothers out there. Single mothers, man. I'm going to talk about the plight that a lot of single mothers, probably the vast majority of them are going to have to deal with. When I say majority, I mean damn near 80% of you single mothers out there. Y'all going to have to deal with this. This is your fate, single mother. I'm going to tell you your fate. I'm going to predict your future in this video. Hold on for 1 second. I'm gonna have to get some gas first, and after that, I will predict your future. Hold on, pause this. So, as I stated, man, you women, you single mothers, you females have a fate coming. I'm gonna predict your fate in this video. I'm gonna try to. It shouldn't even be a long video. Who knows what, uh, who knows what is going go on down, but man, it's like a lot of you women, y'all like to have children out of wedlock, and when you have a child out of wedlock, you know, and you are actually doing this knowing that a man cannot take care of his children. He can't even take care of himself. But you want to have a kid with him because you know that, you have a safety valve there. You can always go get on welfare and get food stamps and put his ass on child support. A lot of you don't mean to put these dudes on child support, but that comes with the territory. But instead of choosing a man because, he's a good man, y'all are choosing these men, and you don't really care about the man. You don't really care that he's gonna be constantly being drugged in and out of the court system, for child support. He's gonna be thrown in jail. He's gonna do time. And uh, some of you don't give a damn. You straight up don't care. Some of you are doing this stuff on purpose. Running down to the courthouse, and every time you find out he got a raise or he with a new woman, you want to cause some type of drama in his life. But I'm gonna tell you, man. A lot of y'all believe in karma, but it seems that a lot of y'all are telling yourselves that, hey, this dude is doing something wrong and your behavior is justified. But that's not the case. Your behavior is not justified. You cannot, you got to understand that if you believe in karma, you got to know that this stuff is going to come back and bite you in the ass. If if you if you I'm gonna just move on. But like I said, man, y'all fate is sealed, man. Y'all gonna have face the severe punishment. And I'm gonna tell you the fate of most single mothers real quick. We try to do this real quick, but your fate is going to be, I'm talking about 85, 90, 95% of y'all pretty much are going to end up alone for the rest of your life. Your fate is sealed as a single mother. Once you got a kid, men no longer look at you in the same way that they look at you if you don't have kids. You know, I mean, a man might have once looked at you like, damn, she ain't got no kids. You know what I mean? She could potentially be wife material. But now that you have a child, a man is looking at you like, damn, she has a kid. She got some dude. He's gonna be in the picture. He might be in the picture. He's not in the picture. A lot of you will shit on your children's father just for another dude, just so he could feel comfortable and feel like there's no other dude in the picture. And what I don't understand about these kind of men who deal with single mothers is you see how she's treating her baby daddy, and then you will go out there and get her pregnant. You see how she treats her baby father, and you dumb enough to put your penis in her raw and get her pregnant and get her pregnant. I mean, what kind of stupid dude does that? I understand. A lot of men, a lot of so-called men, you know, hey, they in survival mode. You know what I mean? They're in survival mode like a mug. They're trying to use these women, and your fate is gonna be sealed as well. But this ain't about you. It's about it's about these women. See, the fate that most single mothers have is that y'all are gonna end up alone for the rest of y'all life. That's just all there is to it. You're gonna get see once you have that one kid, the dude's gonna be like, damn, she got a kid. Very few dudes are gonna marry a woman with with children already by some other dude and take on that package deal. Now, when you multiply that shit by two kids, by several baby daddies, three kids by several baby daddies, even if you got three kids by the same baby daddy, imagine how that feels. And this is not for women to go out there and think, oh, you're justified in being the fucking wicked, evil being that you are. This does not give you a justification to do the atrocities, the atrocious things that you do. Okay, this is not see, this is how men are, and this is why we gotta do what we gotta do, blah 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. All right. First of all, y'all fate is sealed in the game. If you are a single mother, it is a 95% chance. This is my own statistics just based on my logical assessment of the situation. Being that y'all highly outnumber us, y'all fucking up big time. And y'all are not with this polygyny thing. Y'all are not with it. So guess what your fate is going to be? Being the fact that y'all eventually are going to shrivel up into prunes out this mug. Oh. I have made this assessment based on several key factors when it comes to these women. And you know, I can tell you right now that a lot of you, 95%, it's a 95% probability that most of you are going to end up single forever. You're never getting married. Never. Don't be fooled by Jerry Springer when you see some lame ass dude or Geraldo or one of these shows, Judge Judy, where you see some simp ass dude running around like, "Oh, marry you, you know what I mean? I'm gonna make your kids my kids." You know what I mean? What is the probability of that happening for you? First of all, you think that a man who has his shit together, he don't have no kids, he got a decent job, a good job, bringing in some nice money, uh, you know, and he's not no criminal thug ass type of individual. He ain't gonna bring no drama in your life, and he's loyal to you. I mean, there's a lot of factors that y'all want from a man, and you think a man like that is going to come in and take a package deal. What is the probability of that? What is the probability that a man who has all these key components that y'all want in a man is going to come out of nowhere? I mean, as if perfectly good women, younger women, women who don't have a bunch of drama, a bunch of baby daddies. I mean, what is the probability that uh what is the probability that one of these dudes is gonna get with you, wife you up, and y'all gonna live happily ever after with all your drama and your kids from multiple baby daddies and all this? I mean, I'm just trying to figure this shit out for myself. What is the probability of that happening? Single mothers, most single mothers, I say 95% of them, I say, and also there's a 95% chance that all of them will end up single. I mean, they might have some dude living in their house that they call their boyfriend. They might have some, they are relegated. This is regulation, okay? Relegated to being with relegated to just being some dude's fuck buddy. Most of you that are baby mothers, y'all are gonna end up being fuck buddies for the rest of your life. So while y'all are out there on Instagram showing your ass, thinking that you gonna snag a good dude, that shit ain't gonna work out. I mean, even if you don't have any kids, I mean, what's the probability that you gonna find a good man that you gonna make it work with? What's the probability in that? Because I mean, a lot of you women don't even understand what a relationship is. You know what you don't understand is your train of thought is not conducive to a happy life or a positive relationship with a man. Your train of thought, that strong independent shit that's running through your bloodstream. You don't even have to sit around and call yourself a feminist or strong and independent or all that other bullshit, you know, to have an internalized these mantras from your mother or from your grandmother or from whatever, I mean, from your college professor, whoever that got into your head and fucked you up for life. These people, you got to think about these people. Do these people actually have successful relationships? The bitches that are telling you this shit. And what kind of men are they in relationships with? Because a lot of times, if they are in relationships and if they are married, they're not telling you the whole truth. They're not telling you that that dude is cheating on her because she doesn't make him happy and some other woman could. I mean, you got to think about how easy it is for another woman to step up to the plate and take your man. You got to think about that. That is not a weakness of a man. That is a weakness of the woman. Because I mean, yes, men like a variety of women. You know, men like a variety of women, but you know, a lot of men are just simple creatures. I mean, you got to think about how simple men are. yes, a lot of them are gonna cheat on you because they don't have any fucking moral values. And it's not even about morality when it comes to that, because we all know that the word cheating is a falsehood. That was made up by this society. Cheating. The only way you can cheat on somebody is if they think that y'all are in a monogamous relationship, but you but the man or the woman is going outside of that monogamous relationship and doing whatever he want to do. That's the only way you could say it's cheating. That's if you think you're in a monogamous relationship, but y'all also have to remember that men are not used to being in monogamous relationships. We talk about thousands of years, tens of thousands of years of evolution. Men are not used to being in monogamous relationships. You got to go back and do some history lessons. That is a white concept. And that concept right there is part of the reason why a lot of you women are going to end up single forever. You're going to be that cat woman. Not to mention a lot of you do not know how to raise your kids properly. You allow your kids to do whatever they want. You allow your kids to talk to you any old kind of way. So what man, especially a man with all the qualities that you women are asking for, what's the probability that he is going to want to get with you and deal with all that drama? The point of this video is that 90 to 95% of you women are going to be alone forever. Single mothers. Single mothers. That's the problem, man. What can be done about this? What can be done about it? Well, the only thing that could really be done about it is total submission. Okay? Submission. Get through your head. I hate using that word because when black women hear the word submission, their skin crawls. Or any type of feminist, weak-minded woman, whenever she hears that word, her skin literally starts to crawl, and she is on the defensive. A lot of them stopped listening to this video the moment they heard the word submission. But that's the only way you're going to get a husband. It's going to be hard as hell for you to get a husband. Okay, even if you submit. But if you don't submit, then the probability of you ever getting married is very slim. Not to the man you want. You might get married to a dude who beats your fucking ass. You might get married to a dude who ain't shit, who is basically worthless. Because a lot of these dudes will marry you because they're bitch ass dudes themselves. So it's not going to be the man who you actually want to be with. It's not going to be that man. He's not a man at all. You're not marrying a man. Okay? First of all, you got to think any man who will fucking accept some weak ass package deal is not really a man. Okay? Because you got to think about the fact that a dude that has all these qualities, what kind of person is he? He has all the qualities that you want in a man, or at least most of them. You got to think about his train of thought, how he thinks. He's worked hard his whole life. He has stayed focused. He has been through the ringer. You know what I mean? He has seen his shares of ups and downs, so therefore he has understanding of a lot of things. He's not going to bring drama in your life because he's experienced some type of drama, and he's not with that shit. He doesn't want anyone else to experience drama like that. You know, he handles his business. He's about business. He's about his business. He's a real man, which means he thinks for himself and he does for himself. He's not worried about no fucking college degree and all that other bullshit. Okay? I mean, yeah, he might get a college degree, but he gets a college degree with a game plan. He's not getting a college degree so he could go out there and get him a job with benefits that might not even last. We're going through a massive period of disruption. Whole markets are being disrupted by massive amounts of new technology. Whole markets are being disrupted. So how is it that you think that you want a man who thinks with the mindset of go get a college degree, get a get a job at some company and work there for 40 and 50 years, and then get you a pension and get you a watch at the end of that 50 years. Real men don't think like that. I mean, even if y'all went out and y'all went out there and y'all studied inventors. Look at their resume. Look at people like Albert Einstein or whatever. I mean, since y'all love following white people and shit, look at Edison. I mean, look at all the inventors in society. Look at their track record. Look at Bill Gates. He's a perfect example. Dropped out of Harvard. Look at the dude what's it, Mark Zuckerberg? Yeah, dropped out of Harvard. What is the common denominator about these men? That is that they didn't go to college to get a degree so they could go work for somebody else. They got a college degree so they could rule this world, so they could run this shit. Because they already had their game plan mapped out, even when they were going to school. They wasn't going to school so they could go get them a job, so they could go get them a pension, so they could work there for 20 and 30 years. You know? And I guarantee you one thing about these kinds of men is that when they go home, look at the president, Trump. Look at Donald Trump. Now he got his money from his father, but still in all, he took it to the next level. His father handed him down something, and he took that to the next level. Now, you know, think about that kind of man. Do you think that the kind of man that y'all want, the kind of man that y'all are asking for, do you think that this kind of man is gonna put up with your fucking stupid shit? This man gonna put up with your equality model. These men are so stupid that they're going to, I mean, the kind of men that you want, you think these men are so dumb that they're going to allow you to rake them over the coals? No, they're going to protect themselves because they're not thinking about, they don't think as cogs in a machine. And they have to think about all things. They are responsible. They run huge companies, and those companies' success are on their shoulders. So they have to think about everything. Look at Donald Trump. He's already been married twice. You think those women got all his money? Hell no. So what makes a black woman think? We ain't gonna talk about the average black woman. We just gonna talk about a woman. Well, the average black woman does have kids out of wedlock, or has a kid. But what makes you think that the man that you want is going to put up with your bullshit. You're not even submissive. You're not even submissive. I mean, you don't even pretend to be submissive. The black woman can't even pretend. I mean, it's against her whole sense of being. She is totally the opposite of that, of anything that has to do with submission. Her entire focus is domination of men, male domination. Okay? Now, I thought this was going to be a short video, but it turned out longer than I thought. All I want y'all women to know is 95% of you are going to end up single forever. You're going to be some dude's uh middle of the night fuck buddy. That is your fate. If you have children, I mean that is your fate. Okay? You're against polygyny. That is your fate. So get ready. Okay, you could try to you could try to do anything in your power to stop this from happening. And you could do everything in your power to prove me wrong, and I guarantee you, and at the end of the day, you gonna end up single. Just because you get married doesn't mean you're gonna stay married. Because a lot of you don't know how to make a relationship work. You have no concept of what it takes to make a relationship work. You're getting with the wrong men. You're getting with the wrong dudes. Quit with the fucking straw man arguments, okay? Anybody could say, "Oh, yeah, this is how black men are. I was messing with this dude, and he ain't have his shit together, and I've been messing with these dudes," and then you'll start saying, "Oh, well, black men don't have their shit together," and you'll use this shit as an excuse not to submit, which is why you were going to end up some dude's bust down until till your life is over. Okay? Your children are gonna see this in you. They're gonna see this in you, and they ain't gonna want nothing to do with you. Trust me. They're gonna see your true colors when they grow up. You understand that your children are getting smarter than you. They're going to be 10 times smarter than you. Just like you are probably 10 times smarter than your parents. At least, I mean, your parents or your grandparents probably don't even really know how to operate a smartphone. They get a smartphone and they look at it like, "Oh, what the hell is this? This is stupid." But I guarantee you, you know how to operate that. Your parents probably don't know how to operate the short keys on a computer. But I bet you know how to do that. See, and your children are going to do the same thing. And they're going to be 10 times smarter than you. And they're going to want nothing to do with you because they're going to see your total and complete stupidity. So that's all I got to say to the single mother epidemic that we got going on around here. Y'all are going to end up single. Y'all gonna end up some dudes bust down, you know what I mean? Some dudes creep off, you know what I mean? Dudes just, when he wanna creep with somebody, he gonna choose you because that's all you bring to the table. Is some ass and ass and a good time. That's it. Nothing major. Nothing long term. You know what I mean? You women, I mean, the vast majority of black women do not bring nothing long term to the table. Nobody's thinking about nothing long term with the black woman. White men, y'all running over there talking about y'all gonna get with white men. These dudes, I'm trying to tell you, these dudes ain't thinking about nothing long term with you. They thinking about that fat ass booty, that pussy, you know what I mean, and the opportunity to stick it to a black man and say, oh yeah, I got one of your women. That's it. That's it. You know, that's all you're worth. Okay. You wanna be worth more, you wanna be worth something in this world, you know what I mean? Get with a good man, get with a decent man, make it work. And I mean, you're gonna have to have a somewhat open relationship, okay? I mean, if this man has a lower moral code, don't get with him. But if he has a moral code, a higher moral code, get with him, and and be open. You're gonna have to be open. You're gonna have to understand that he might cheat on you, and you need to be more open with that concept of cheating. You're gonna have to be more open with that. Stop trying to own the man. Stop trying to own him. You're gonna have to come to a another consensus about this word cheating. That because I mean the whole concept of monogamy is based on some kind of ownership. You know what I mean? I own you. You know what I mean? I own you, you own me until I no longer feel like you own me. You know what I mean? At least from a female standpoint. But that's the only thing that's gonna save you, man. Now, if you could find a man with a higher moral code, that's not going to be. I mean, a man with a higher moral code is a man who lives his life with purpose. He has a purpose in life. You need to find a man with a purpose, because most men's purpose in life is getting vagina. Now, if this is a man's purpose in life, then you need to stay away from him, because that means once he gets your vagina, he's going to be off to the next woman trying to get her vagina, because that is his purpose, to see how much vagina he is. I mean, his manhood is based on on conquest, sexual conquest. Okay, how many women he could bang out. Okay, now if you could find a man with a real purpose, that I mean, there's plenty of them in college and school. Y'all find these men with purpose. A lot of them fuck off shit because they had, you know, a lot of y'all could teach these men how to have more purpose. I mean, actually nurture his purpose. Okay, nurture his purpose instead of nurturing his sexuality and giving him pussy all the time. You could try to nurture his purpose. Okay, now that's gonna be hard for a lot of you women to swallow, because I mean, you think a man's supposed to come ready made out the gate. Ready made out the gate. This is how men evolve. Ready made out the gate. How are these dudes supposed to come ready made out the gate when they don't have fathers in their lives? Fathers who have been through some shit. Okay? How do they come ready made out the gate when they don't have a father that says, hey son, this is the type of shit you're gonna face as a black man. I've been a black man for growing up in this society for this long. This is what I could teach you. This is what I could pass on to you. Put that fucking blunt down. Put that weed down. Put them cigarettes down. Have a purpose. Okay? Get yourself some purpose. Okay, what are you here for? To smoke weed? To try to fuck as many women as you can? Is that your purpose? No. Okay? You stay away from dudes like that. But when you find a man with purpose, you're gonna have to overlook his sexual appetite and think about that purpose. That man has a purpose. Okay. Now, ultimately, if a man, a lot of men, I mean, I can speak for myself. I'm a man with purpose. So pussy is not the driving force in my life. You know, pussy is not the driving force. I'm doing other things, besides worrying about vagina all day. I mean, vagina is, it's not a big deal to me. It's not hard to get. It's not hard to get at all. You know what I mean? So, I mean, once you've had your feel of vagina, I mean, fucking all and conquest and sexual conquest and all that stuff, once you've been through that stage, you're gonna move on to a stage of higher purpose. Like what next? I mastered the vagina. I've mastered the art of getting vagina and having sex. What's next? You know. But anyway, black man and black woman. On that note, I want to say peace. Sorry this video was so long. Get on the 5 steps. Adopt the moral code.